I want to share with you 3 ways we can make Idaho better for everyone. These are 3 simple things that I will support once elected to the Idaho State Senate. For almost 7 years, I worked in the education sector as a vendor to schools and school districts. During that time, I consulted with and worked directly with over 400 district superintendents, principals, school administrators, and teachers. What I found is this: our educational system is totally broken, right? I mean, no big surprise there. I think everybody agrees. But the biggest problem that I heard during that time is the ridiculous amount of burdens put on teachers and schools by the state and federal government regulations and standards. See, I think it's time to eliminate those regulations and empower our schools and teachers to make their own decisions about how they run their schools. I mean, think about it. If you trust our schools enough to send your own children to them to instruct them, supervise them, and essentially raise them without your oversight, then why shouldn't we trust them concerning how to get their jobs done? It makes no sense for legislators and bureaucrats, most of which aren't even educators themselves, to put unnecessary burdens and regulations on our teachers. How would you like to be treated that way? What if in your job, which you are trained to do as a professional, you had other people who had never done your job and had never been trained to do your job telling you how to do your job? Would you like that? Would you, or could you be effective if people who didn't even know how to do what you do put standards and regulations on you and your work? Of course not. It's senseless. I say it's time to empower our educators. Let our local school districts and schools determine their own course of action without needless intrusion by our state bureaucracies. In short, here's my suggestion. Let's allow teachers and educators to tell us what they need to successfully educate our children, and then let's let them do it. They are the professionals, so let them work. Teachers, I support you. I want to empower you to teach in the way that you know will work best, without intrusion from senseless bureaucracies into your classroom. It's unbelievable, but the federal government currently has control of over 63% of Idaho's land. Take a look at this image. That's how much land is controlled by the feds. And you know what that land represents? It represents wealth. It represents jobs and financial peace and security here in Idaho. It is untapped wealth, however. It's wealth that we can't take advantage of because the federal government controls it. Imagine for a minute that you had $1 million in the bank, but you were never allowed to have access to 63% of it. Think about how much real money you would lose every year in missed opportunities because of your own inability to access your own wealth. Well, the same thing goes for Idaho. Look, if it's our land, then it's our land. That land represents cities, businesses, mines, gold, silver, restaurants, resorts, telecom, roads, infrastructure, schools, churches, nonprofits, and all the jobs that go along with all of that. But right now, it sits empty and useless. Every state in the country that has access to the largest portion of its own land is economically prosperous. Those that don't are economically stagnated. Idaho is included in that stagnant number. I advocate the state of Idaho reclaiming our own land that is rightfully ours. Idaho can manage its own land. We don't need the federal government bullying us around and telling us what we can and can't do with our own land. So let's use our land properly and efficiently and watch our economy explode here in Idaho. I'm a small business owner, and I hate to tell you this, but even though Idaho is a red state and is supposed to be conservative, we simply do not have a business-friendly environment here in Idaho. This means that fewer businesses will want to move into our state, and existing businesses will not feel motivated to expand in our state. This is a big problem that can easily be remedied by adjusting our regulatory burdens and our tax code on businesses. And this can be done without eliminating or reducing funding for any of the legitimate services of our state government. The result will be that more businesses will want to move into our state, and existing businesses will feel confident expanding. This means more jobs and higher paying jobs right here in our state. Coupled together with an empowered education system, which produces a more skilled workforce, and a state with control over its own land and resources, Idaho could easily become the de facto standard hub for business growth and expansion. In fact, I want the word Idaho to become synonymous with freedom and prosperity for both individuals and businesses. And this is not impossible. This is not a dream. It's common sense, and I will support it in the Idaho Senate. My name is Diego Rodriguez, and I'm running for Senate in Idaho District 15. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. Please browse through my website to learn more, and be sure to enter your contact information on the right side of this page so we can keep you updated during this campaign. Thanks again.